Hi, I'm Yogi Roth, and welcome back to the Pulse of College Football on Fox College Sports. What a weekend of games. It was rivalry week, and it was all it was built up to be. West Virginia upset Pitt. Arizona State lost to Arizona in a great interstate rivalry. And Missouri beat Kansas, just adding to Mark Mangino's woes. But finally we are here. It's National Championship weekend. We are going to find out who will make it here to beautiful Southern California and play in Pasadena. Will it be Florida, Alabama, Texas, or TCU and Cincinnati going to sneak into the picture? Either way, let's get right to it and talk about these games. How about Cincinnati and Pitt? It's going to be a big-time atmosphere at Heinz Field, and my Panthers, they need to respond and rebound after that West Virginia loss. To do it, they're going to have to play great team defense because Tony Pike and that Cincinnati offense is electric. How about the ACC title game? Georgia Tech and Clemson. They've got a lot of big-time players on both sides of the football. But at the end of the day, in these big-time championship effort games, you need your stars to play well. And C.J. Spiller, expect him to do big things for Clemson. In my opinion, he's a top 10 NFL draft pick, and he's going to have to play like that on Saturday if he wants his team to get to a BCS Bowl. How about the Big 12 championship? Are the black shirts really back? Is Nebraska football really where it once was in the 90s? Well, they're going to get their chance going up against Colt McCoy and that Texas offense. Now, if they can force him into 2 turnovers, they've got a chance. But if not, expect the Longhorns to be right here in sunny Southern California playing for the Natty in January. How about the one everyone's been talking about for weeks? Florida, Alabama, the SEC title at the Georgia Dome on Saturday is going to be as electric as an atmosphere as anywhere in the country, and rightfully so. Well, who's going to win and why? Well, number one for Florida, they've got Timmy Tebow, the former Heisman winner, the guy who's done everything right in college football and represents what this game is supposed to be all about. Alabama, they've got one of the most talented, bruising running backs in the nation in Mark Ingram, and he's also a Heisman candidate. Their defense plays well as they swarm to the football, and their wide receiver, Julio Jones, is as big-time of a playmaker at wideout as there is in the nation. But at the end of the day, in big-time games, you need 3 things. 1, you can't turn the football over. 2, you need to win the battle at the line of scrimmage, and that's where Alabama has somewhat of an advantage. But 3, and this is why the Gators are going to be right back here for the national championship in Southern California. Your big-time players need to play well in big-time games, and I will never, ever go against their big-time players because they've done it before. Tim Tebow, their quarterback, their leader, he is as passionate and as good as any signal caller in the history of college football. He's going to come out again this weekend and show you why as he leads his Gators back to the national championship. A lot of news has been made this past week about coaches losing their jobs, whether they've been fired or retired. We can talk about Al Groh at Virginia, Charlie Weiss at Notre Dame, and the legendary Bobby Bowden walking away at Florida State. When you're talking about your team and your favorite team losing their head coach or their head coach resigning, do yourself a favor and step back before you start to criticize. Think about the other assistant coaches on his staff. Those coaches, they're only on 1-year contracts. Those coaches now have to pick up their families and move them around the country. Those coaches can't go just get a job calling games for a television network. They have to deal with the real-life realities of being unemployed. So right now, when you want to rip your team or tear apart that head coach that you may not have liked, step back for a second and think about the guys who really influence those players on a daily basis. Because those assistant coaches are exactly what's right about college football. Can you believe it? The college football season is already winding down? It's unbelievable. We're talking about the BCS, Heisman trophies, who's going to be playing in different bowl games. But regardless, I want to keep hearing from you. You've been great the entire season via Twitter. So send me a note this weekend at Yogi Roth. It's been a great season and it's been a blast. And we're going to come back and do it one more time with the finale of the Pulse of College Football as we bring it to you every single week on Fox College Sports.
This is Fox College Sports.